Story mapping is a strategic and highly visual technique used in Agile project management to break down a product or feature into user stories, allowing teams to better understand the scope, prioritize work, and visualize the user journey. It's especially beneficial for teams tackling complex products or projects, as it provides a clear overview of the entire product experience, from the user's initial interaction to the completion of tasks. Through story mapping, Agile teams can align more effectively with their users' needs, ensuring that the work they do is always focused on delivering maximum value. The first step in story mapping is to define the high-level user activities or epics. These epics represent the broad steps users will take in their journey through the product or service, such as sign up, browse products, or check out. Once these core activities are identified, the team can then decompose them into smaller, actionable user stories. Each user story represents a specific task that needs to be completed to move the user through the epic, such as enter email address or select a payment method. This decomposition helps to ensure that no critical component is overlooked, and it provides the team with a roadmap for how to build the product incrementally. A key feature of story mapping is its visual layout. User stories are placed along the horizontal axis of the map, reflecting the sequence of steps a user will take. High-priority stories that represent the core functionality are placed at the top of the map, while less critical or future enhancements are placed below. This hierarchical structure allows teams to easily see which stories should be prioritized in the next sprint or iteration. It also highlights the minimum viable product, often referred to as the MVP, the subset of features required for a product to be functional and useful for the user. By focusing on the MVP first, teams can ensure that they're delivering the most valuable features to the user early on, while also having a clear vision for future improvements. The vertical axis of the story map represents different layers of complexity, such as technical considerations or different levels of user interactions. This axis allows teams to visualize how each user story can be broken down into even smaller tasks or subtasks that can be worked on in parallel or across multiple sprints. For example, the search epic might be broken down into tasks like design search functionality, build search algorithm, and test search feature, with each of these tasks represented as user stories on the map. Story mapping fosters collaboration within cross-functional teams. Product owners, developers, designers, and even stakeholders contribute to the story map, ensuring that all viewpoints are represented when defining priorities and breaking down user journeys. By visualizing the product this way, teams can more easily identify dependencies, potential roadblocks, and areas where multiple parts of the product need to integrate. This collaborative process also helps align the team around a shared vision, as everyone can see how each story contributes to the overall product goal. Moreover, story mapping is a valuable tool for backlog refinement. Traditional product backlogs often consist of a long, disorganized list of user stories that are difficult to prioritize. With story mapping, teams can break down the backlog into manageable sections and better understand the interrelationships between tasks. This makes it easier to prioritize stories based on user value, business needs, and technical complexity, ensuring that the team is always working on the most important tasks. A significant advantage of story mapping is that it supports both short-term and long-term planning. Teams can use the map to plan out individual sprints by focusing on the highest priority stories that will deliver the most value, while also keeping an eye on the overall roadmap for future releases. This flexible approach helps teams adapt to changes in user needs or business requirements without losing sight of the bigger picture. In conclusion, story mapping is an essential tool for Agile teams that want to improve their ability to manage complex projects, prioritize work, and deliver value more efficiently. By providing a visual framework for organizing user stories, teams can ensure they are delivering the most important features first, while also planning for future growth and enhancements. It fosters collaboration, improves communication, and offers a shared understanding of how a product will evolve. Ultimately, story mapping helps teams stay focused on delivering the right product at the right time and with the highest impact for the user.